Hello students, welcome you all to the video lecture on robotics. Today we are going to see about what is the need for robots. So generally the robots are important in many of the industries. Why? Because of these things, that is industrial efficiency will be high. Why? Because the robots can work continuously. So when we see in the industry, there are multiple things which has to be repeatedly done without any breaks. So in that case, the human beings will get suffer, right? They will become very tired in doing continuous things without any break. So in those cases, if it is a very repetitive task and it can be done continuously for many number of hours, and in that case we can replace the human beings by the robots. Why? Because the robots can work continuously without any tired as well as without any break, and also it improves the productivity, and also it can reduce the cost in the manufacturing and the logistics. So that is a very important thing why we require the robot in the industry. Then second thing is nothing but precision and consistency. That is, we require the accuracy in the each and every performing task. So in order to get the proper accuracy, then in that case we require the robot which can perform each and every task with the higher accuracy when compared to the human beings. So where it can be used particularly means it can be used in the healthcare, where in order to do particular surgery and all accurately in a very minute manner, in that case we can use the robot. And also in assembling the parts of the electronics industry, right, we can use the robot there also. And then coming to the third point where we can see about the safety. So again, there are many tasks where the human beings are being involved, and it will be very hazardous task. For example, in order to dispose the bomb, and then in order to work in the mining, and then when we are going to work with the toxic substances and all, it causes more risk to the human workers. In those cases, whichever the task is very hazardous for the human being, we can replace the human being by the robot. So in order to provide proper safety to the human beings in those types of works and all, we can use the robot. And fourth point, it is about exploration and research. For example, when we want to research about space or research about the deep sea, where it will be very difficult for the human beings to survive in the particular environment. In those cases, we can replace the human beings by the robot. Then coming to the healthcare support. Again, as I said, in very important or very minute surgery, very accurate surgeries and all, right, and also where we have to do some rehabilitation and all, and in order to care the elders and all, for all these things we can use the robot instead of the human being. We can use the robot in the healthcare support. It is very much useful. Why? Because repeatedly a human cannot do the multiple things for the whole 24/7 hour, right? So in order to do all those things, we can use the robot. And the next thing, it is about economic competitiveness. So many industries are there, right? Most of the industries are driving with the automation. So in those cases and all, it is very useful by using the robot, where we can reduce the cost, and the industry can become a good competitor by reducing the cost and providing the more number of products within the stipulated time by using the robot. So next thing, it is about the military applications, where in order to enhance the proper surveillance at the border and all, we can replace the human beings by the robot. And then next is about the adaptability and the scalability. So in order to adapt to the new environment, in order to adapt to the new task, there we can use the robot instead of the human being. When we have variety of applications, right, with the advancement of AI, we have variety of applications where many things has to be adapted by the human being. So, in such a case it will be very difficult for the human being to adapt to the new environment, where the robot can easily adapt to the new environment as well as the new task, and then it can produce the proper manufacturing product, right. So, these are all the important needs of the robot, where particularly it is very useful in the autonomous industry, right. Thank you. Thanks for watching.